this flight.
We lost her.
So that was our last stop.
We're losing you, Sherry.
Yeah. Just FYI, we're now
Oh.
live on YouTube.
Get quiet.
Huh, you can't,
Now you're
everything looks the same here.
now you're okay.
Yeah, you are okay
All right.
now.
Okay, good. I want you to lose me.
Neither do we.
We could never lose you, sweetie.
I want to keep you close.
You can try.
No, we won't.
Like Alejandra's trying to join, huh?
Oh, wonderful.
Yes, awesome.
Good morning, Alejandra. Thank you for taking such good care of Geshe-la for so long.
Oh, thank you. I'm trying to figure it out soon. It's so nice to see everybody.
Oh, thank
Good to have you
you.
with us.
So nice to hear you. Glad you made it.
Now we have to
This is the first time. This is the first time I'm taking the class on Zoom instead of in front of me.
Good to
How's
see you.
Very, very nice to see everybody.
Hey, Allie. I got Tim here to say hi.
Hi,
to you.
Allie.
Hey, how are you?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for everything, for taking such good care of our Geshe, Ali.
I don't know about that. He may have his saying on that.
He enjoyed your dogs.
I know. We were this morning. One of the we have a bridge that crosses a creek, and we had to remove the steps. And Geshe-la's favorite dog today is trying to figure out how to get across with some bones that she found. We're thinking how much I would have enjoyed that. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we went with these walks every day with the 4 of them. Sometimes only 2, sometimes only 1. Yeah, but it was very nice. Yeah.
Nice.
So how are things up there?
Hot. Well, not so hot today.
Yeah.
It has been very, very hot and humid, but now it's nice today.
Now, same here. Now the cold is almost over, so we get very, like we say, very hot days. They're like 50. Hey, Jerry!
Jim keeps talking about Luna, the dog, Luna.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Luna, we removed part of the bridge, so Luna was trying to get across with half a bones of a dead fox that was across, and she's trying to cross with this bone today with no bridge. It was so funny. She's really funny. Where's Jim?
I don't know. He's around here somewhere. He's here.
Geshe Gellick is here.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Have
Good morning.
a seat, please have a seat.
Buenos días, Geshe-la. Bienvenidas.
Huh?
Welcome home.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Let us go. Good morning, Domasi. Good morning, Sherry.
Good morning, Geshe-la.
Good morning, Neely. Good morning, Panditji, Pati. Good morning, Tom.
Morning.
Are you still in Dharamsala? Good morning, David.
Good morning.
Good morning, Bodhisattva Patrick. Good morning, Joanna. Good morning, Denise. Good morning, Karen.
Good morning. There's two of us.
Good morning, Karen Edward.
Morning.
Good morning, Elise. Good morning, Laura. Good morning, Becky. Good morning, Lamula. Good morning, Susie. Good morning, Metra and Chetan. From Patagonia. Good morning, David. Good morning, Lamula. Good morning, Lily. Good morning, Alexander. Good morning, Helen.
Yeah.
Good morning, Julie. Good morning, Jessica. Good morning, Anila. Oh, yeah. Thank you for coming. And good morning, everybody who's watching on YouTube. Good morning. Oh, yeah, alhamdulillah. So now, alhamdulillah, say some prayer.
Okay, let's start by chanting Shakyamuni Buddha's mantra 3 times. Eyata mune mamunate eyata mune mamunate Now let's chant Medicine Buddha mantra 7 times, thinking about those on the prayer list and those who wanted to attend but could not attend our Zoom Geshe-la's teaching today. Bhagawan with equal compassion for all, whose name when merely heard dispels the suffering of the lower realms, dispel of
Disease and the 3
poison
poisons.
that prostitutes medicine. Life.
Buddha.
Eyata Om Samgate Soha Eyata Mahabakanze Bekanze Soha Eyata Om Bekanze Bekanze Samgate Soha Eyata Om Bekanze Bekanze Raja Samugate Soha Eyata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Bekanze Raja Samugate Soha Eyata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Bekanze Raja Samugate Soha Eyata Bekanze, Maha Bekanze, Bekanze, Raja Samugate Soha. Now let's read the four measurables in English 3 times, and then we'll chant it in Tibet. May all sentient beings have happiness, the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all sentient beings be inseparable from the happiness that is free from suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment for friends or hatred for enemies. May all sentient beings have happiness, causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all sentient beings be inseparable from the happiness that is free from suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment for friends or hatred for enemies. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all sentient beings be inseparable from the happiness that is free from suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment or hatred for enemies. Senchenta Dede Chi Agi And now let's chant the 2 mantras. The first one, Chan Razik's verse of praise and mantra 8 times. He's the Buddha of great compassion. And then the one for Green Tara 7 times. So she's the deity of enlightened activity. Not veiled by any fault, white in color, whose head of perfect Buddha crowns in light, gazing compassionately at all beings. To you, Chan Razik, will sing one, I prostrate. So let's do 3 times. Om Mani Padme Om Mani Padme Om Mani Padme Om Om Mani Padme Om Mani Om Tare liberates from cycle. Tura Tare liberates from the fear. With the liberator, Mother Tare. Om Tare Tu Re Soha. 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 Om Tare Tu Tare Tu So. I'd like to do the refuge and bodhicitta prayer, Geshe-la.
Sanje Chana Sanje Chana Chanjo Palam Dhamne
Dagi Chönyam
Nage Chujen Jeve Zolande Alalande Sanje Chudan Suje
Chonam
Chanjo Palam Dhamne Janzo Nage Chushi Hive Roland Benja Lanje Sanje Chudan Suje Chana Chanjo Pardon Dani Japson Chushi Jebe Sunan Piji Sanje and Balan Show. So I just want to see. Meta, where's the bread? Oh, very good. Looks really good. So I taught Meta how to make bread when I was in Patagonia. So now he's like become expert. Taught him something practical. Can see result right away. So, so we all together, if you don't mind, so we will recite one round of money mantra. So as I mentioned, benefit of money mantra. So like dedicate directly to David's father, who recently passed away, and also the Panditji and Pati cat passed away yesterday. Not yesterday, this morning, early morning. So we'll think about that. So then we do one round of money mantra, then dedicate it for all the people, like who passed through this life, and also like all the people who are like struggling with virus, disease that's caused by a virus, and all the people who already lost their life because of the virus. So directly dedicated for David father and Panditji and the Pati's cat. So then indirectly all the people. Okay, so just recite and one round. As I said, so reciting money mantra together, one mala, that benefit is 100% guarantee. So just simply reminding you again, every hair on four-leg animal on this planet can be counted one by one if you have will to do. But reciting money mantra benefit is far more than that. So then, so getting here together Sunday morning, so there's one round of money mantra, that benefit is already guaranteed. So then the end, then we dedicated the merit for our own enlightenment. So that then we are going to have access to that merit till we reach enlightenment. Okay. So that's the beautiful about dedicating your merit for your enlightenment. That merit is not going to be destroyed easily by negative emotional thought. Okay. Omane peme, omane peme, omane peme, omane peme, omane. Omane peme. Gewandi nyudo da cheleso. Do chile. Simple. For the pandemic, so we reset Goddess Lochima mantra 21 times. Okay, this kind of like new mantra. Some of you are probably know, some of you don't know. If you don't know, just mumble, just move your feet, just move your. But there's not new thing here. It's been done in the monastery too. Just to get away from the trouble, from the discipline, you just move your mouth. Okay, just move your mouth. Fortunately, if you don't have discipline at the Kadamba Center, nobody's really watching. So if you feel like there's somebody watching, just move your lip. Jawa kunji my children number 2 amma kundu shi zema chaza on bisha the pana shawari sawandara tashamani shawari sawandara tashamani on bisha the pana shawari sawandara on bisha the pana shawari sawandara tashamani on bisha the pana shawari on bisha the pana shawari sawandara tashamani shawari sawandara tashamani on bisha the pana shawari on bisha the pana shawari on bisha the pana shawari sawandara Gewandi you do much do watch them. Yeah, oh yeah, so I'm gonna do How's life? uh, according to Aryadeva, in Tibetan it's called Papala, same. Arya, Papa, no, Deva, is a Ha, Deva realms. Aryadeva, that's like the name of the one of the master from Nalanda monastery in India, called Aryadeva. Sometimes when you see Nagarjuna and son, the son they refer to Aryadeva. So for the sake of knowledge, Nagarjuna and son refers to Aryadeva, even though Nagarjuna has many students, but the son particularly refers to Aryadeva. Papala. Aryadeva composed 400 stanzas of middle way, 400 stanzas of middle way. That's the name of the text, Umashib Japa. 400 stanzas of middle way, Aryadeva composed. In that text, Aryadeva said, Chokla, Iji, Dungade, Tamanana, Luigi Sos, Chok, people who are economically well up, they have more complications related to the mind. People underprivileged people has more physical problems. So therefore, they are like in the world, our own individual world that we live together. There's two types of problems, complications. Complications that are related to the mind, complications that are related to the body. So these two complications has very much influenced our day-to-day life. No break. Seems like no break. It's like every day greatly influence our day-to-day life. So now look at your life, look at life around you. Very true, so like either going through some kind of challenge, physical challenge, or some kind of a mental challenge. That is, you could say that's the part of the package. So like, so if that is the situation, if that is the case, so when you go to countryside of Nepal or maybe some part of India, then you see underprivileged people, how much physical suffering they go through. Shelter, from shelter to food, clothes, so then all like basic necessity, clean water, clean air, clean environment, privacy that people greatly enjoy in the West is out of questions. There's no privacy. Many things like that. So that's why when you travel, so then people say, oh, I have like eye-opening experience, life-changing experience. Yeah, these people, still you see a smile on their face. You can't believe like how can they smile when you look at their conditions. Yeah, people smile, still smile. So then, when you come to the West, people who have so much, then you can say, how come they don't smile? How come they look so serious? Because they are very much educated. The literacy rate is very high. People can read, write. And how come they don't smile much? How come people in the countryside of Nepal or India, when you look at their lifestyle, so you can't believe like how they live their life. how they can smile and make jokes. Yeah. We are all human. We are all called human, even though we look different. Physically, we speak different language. We have different culture, different tradition. We are all called human. We are part of the human family. Physically, mentally, pretty much same. So like, so then like you wonder, so this life that we have is like almost, this is like sailboat. Sailboat is a boat with what you call this thing that like you move by wind, direction of the wind. Sailboat.
Yes, that's a sailboat.
What do you call this? What do you call this thing on that top? What do you call that?
Sail.
Oh, you call that sail? Okay. Yeah, one of my ignorance is gone. Thank you very much. So that's one of ignorance. So that's how you improve. You get now, you have one extra knowledge today. That's called sail. We thought that this boat, the sailboat, is not going to move. If you put it down, this boat can move. So according to Lama Tsongkhapa, wrote this beautiful prayer for his mother, called A Prayer for the Beginning, Middle, and End, composed by Lama Tsongkhapa. Particularly wrote this prayer for his mother. In that prayer, this life that we have is like sailboat. So you have to put up the sail up, otherwise you can't move, you get stuck, you can't move. This boat, like engine, like say the ability of this boat is like tremendous ability of this boat. What is the sail? What kind of sail that we need to rise in order to move beyond, like say, complications that relate to the body, the complications that relate to the mind. It is like the water, the lake that the boat is on. And then, somebody said very, I say, put it into very beautifully put it into words. Say, boat does not sink because the water. Boat sink because the water get into the boat. So that's how the boat sink. Not necessarily boat sink because the water boat can be flow. Can be flow. Because the water get into the boat, that's how the boat sink. Everything around us, all this, particularly nowadays, this difficult time, all kind of informations floating around, all kind of negative things floating around. If that get into the boat, yeah, of course, boat will sink. Or you can just flow on that. Another way to say, generally speaking, the wild wave is a kind of dangerous thing. You don't go towards wild wave, but you can use for your own advantage. If you are surfer, very good surfer, you can wave is good things because you can use this wave for your own pleasure or happiness or enjoyment. So higher the wave, it's better for you to surf. These are all boils down the same point. But Lama Tsongkhapa did not say, Lama Tsongkhapa probably have no idea about the surfer. There are no, in Tibet, we have no oceans, nobody surfs. So Tibetan people have zero knowledge about surfing. So long time ago, so when we are in Wilmington making a mandala, so a group of the young men took all the monks to surfing. The monk has zero idea. So what they are doing instead of surfing, they are just put the boat there, they just goes like on them, put their belly on the boat, then go like this. So there's the Tibetan way of serving. You cannot survive that with the high, like wild wave. You'll be finished instantaneously. So, Pasan number Tajin chance. Pasan number Tajin is not just small cell, it's the huge cell. So what that cell, what kind of cell that I need to rise in order to move this life forward. Life is a boat. This life is a boat. How I can move this boat forward? Make sure it doesn't get stuck here. What kind of cell that you need to rise? Compassion. Compassion. Love, compassion, kindness. These are the cell you rise every day. You rise this cell. One small, huge cell, you rise this, compassion, love. So then just that cell board is not going to move. You need wind. Without wind, you can't move. You raise this huge cell of love, compassion. You get immense benefit. You get immense benefit. That's how some people are, very gentle, calm, peaceful. They're thinking, they're raising this cell every day. They're trying to raise this cell, depending on meditation, reciting prayer. Every morning they're trying to raise this huge cell. Now here you need wind. What is the wind? Wind here is like joyful effort. Joyful effort, that's the wind. Not just raise, happy to raise. Not just, I have to do this. No, we don't have to do. This is your life. You can decide whatever you want to do. If you want to move your life forward happily, with calm mind, best thing to do is just, this boat is going to move happily by everything else. It's temporary, You understand that the Rolling Stone, I can get no satisfactions. I try. Saying something important. Satisfaction does not come from eating something, wearing something, buying new things. No, just temporary. It's just temporary. We have to understand that. Please don't get fooled. Doesn't mean you don't buy. Of course, you are fortunate that you have means to buy. Of course, you can buy. But we have to understand this does not satisfy you. It is nothing, those material things going to satisfy you. Satisfaction only comes from your mind, your wisdom. No matter how many times we use, that happiness doesn't increase. Doesn't increase. You know, I know, we all know. So we should not fool by that idea of, like maybe getting something new. Of course, that doesn't mean you should not enjoy. Of course, you can enjoy, you can eat. But important things that need to learn the lesson. But not just that. It's not reliable. It doesn't give you the same amount of pleasure that you used to get. It doesn't guarantee that. It is not reliable. What is reliable is your mind. If you can improve your brain, your mind, that you can rely on. That will bring satisfactions. I don't think Rolling Stone said I can get no satisfaction by meditation. Did they say? I don't think so. I mean, they refer to something else. I try. Like this is very obvious things. They said it very beautifully. They sing very beautifully. It's been said thousands of years ago. It's not something knew they are saying it's been already said, but never sang, never make into song. So there's something important, you know. I try, never get satisfaction. So now you have boat. In order to move this boat forward, sailboat forward, you need to first rise this sail, large sail, love, compassion, whatever ways you can. So then you wait for the wind. It's like here in this case, wind is like joyful effort, happy to do, you know, happy to do. There's now wind. So that wind and with together with the sail, wind of joyful effort, sail of love and compassion. So then this boat could move forward, won't get stuck. The boat is the boat. Is very strong boat. This boat has knowledge. This boat, you know, say there's you. It's not a physical boat. There's you. He has knowledge and contemplations. Then assimilations. Oh, that's how you move forward, move far away from this oceans or lake. That's kind of like, it has wild wave all the time. The oceans never calm. Wild wave, those waves is like people's thought, people's actions, not unfortunately always love and compassion. You know, there's like, where you get information, somebody saying something. Information doesn't, the tree doesn't produce information. Tree don't, like, your house doesn't produce information. Who? People. Unfortunately, not always out of love and compassion, you know, so jealousy, ego, arrogance, pride, anger, fear, this all like, this ocean is like that, like, you know, there's like wild wave. You can go far away, you can cross that oceans with this sailboat. The sail of loving kindness, compassion, joyful effort, there's a wind that you are happy to do, not just do it, happy to do. That's how the sailboat moves forward, beyond. You know, you could say samsara basically is like full of complications, that's all. What is samsara? It's full of complications. Wherever you go, there you are. Every day there's feel something is not right. But with, you know, with knowledge, contemplations, assimilations, so that's what this boat is made out of. Then you could, that with the sail of loving kindness, compassion, with the joyful effort, there's a wind, then boat could move slowly, far away from these oceans. So that's what Lama Tsongkhapa said. Lama Tsongkhapa said in the prayer, beginning, middle, and end, composed by Lama Tsongkhapa, particularly dedicated for his mother. So then, what Shantideva said in the Guide to Buddhist Way of Life, me too, me too means human life is like boat. You could cross this ocean of complications relying on this boat. So better to sail now than wait. Or maybe there'll be another boat, maybe I'll sail later, probably. If you are 100% confident there'll be another boat, maybe another boat may not show up. So that means now it all boils down on, you know, how to move this life forward, loving kindness, compassion, loving kindness, compassion. So that's all. Loving kindness, compassion. 하산나 바타베 타제샤 전질레반데 롱비 투상고베 투지도 루제 고야솔리 토와쇼. So quite easy, huh? Not that difficult to understand. But now, a lot of us, we don't have faith in this boat. We don't have faith in this boat. We don't believe this boat is going to sail. We don't believe this boat is going to cross this ocean. We don't believe. There's the one way we get stuck. This boat never moved. It's in the same place. Always come back to the square one. I'm so and so, you know, with this problem, that problem, you know, like that. You don't think, oh, someone who possesses Buddha nature, you know, like I could get enlightened, or maybe once a blue moon. We don't believe. No. My life. Lama Tsongkhapa said, you know, like Lama Atisha said, Shakyamuni Buddha said that your life is precious. How often we see life? This life is precious. How often? How often? The question is, how often you ever thought about this life? Your life is precious. How often? Just please ask yourself questions. How often did you thought about your life is like horrible, like worthless, meaningless? How many times you thought? Yeah. What do you get by doing that? What do you get doing by doing that or thinking that my life is worthless, meaningless? I have no meaning to live. How many times? What do you get out of that? Zero, nothing. Why we keep doing that? Habit. We need to educate ourselves. How often you have thought about that your life is very precious? How often you thought about other people's lives are precious? How often you thought about that? If you never thought about that, maybe it's like now it's time to think about what you're going to get. You have no idea. So you are going to get out of there so much. You'll get out of that precious human life. Precious. It doesn't say, oh, unworthy human life. Oh. So we are making this. We are not just like, we are not really thinking about how to move this boat forward. We are just putting in this boat. We are putting so much garbage into this boat. You know, this boat is to sail across the ocean. This boat should not be used. This boat as like garbage can, putting all the garbage thing or like blah blah blah, all the garbage. Yeah, everybody, we all, including myself, we all wish, like a perfect world. Nothing wrong. In reality, the world is not going to be a perfect place. That's the fact that we all should understand. You get a lot of benefit. Don't ever think, oh, this world is like perfect. No, this world is not perfect. Sorry to say, it's not the world is not perfect. So we have to understand this world is not perfect. You know, so it's not calm ocean. It's like wild oceans. But you could sail. You could sail. You could move your boat forward. You don't have to stuck here. You could go to calmer part of the ocean. You could move your boat to the calmer part of the ocean. If you don't want to be here, you could sail little by little. You could sail. Oh. Yeah, you could, you know, you could make your life. You don't have to be one of those wild waves. You could be calm ocean. You could move your boat forwards. Oh. By only raising cell of love and compassion, large and huge, with the help of joyful effort as a wind, then knowledge, contemplation, assimilations, this both will cross. Bring you to the calmer part of the oceans. There will be no wild wave. Everything's calm. Oh, that's how. Certain level, when you reach certain level, even your disturbing thought, such as attachment and anger, very those disturbing thought will eat up those disturbing thoughts. Right now, it's eating us. So eventually, when you reach a higher level, this will eat those negative thoughts, like similar like the insect that grown into the tree, very insect that grown into the tree will kind of eat that tree. Things that grow out of attachment will eat the attachment. Things that grow out of anger, it will eat the anger, like that insect. Oh, so that happens, slowly, not right away, slowly. Fasam number tabe, tarje, fasam number tabe, tarjes. Pure mind, pure heart, love. Reciting money mantra and thinking something, something good. Not just myself, all the people who are struggling physically, mentally, addictions, all of them, you're thinking, reciting money mantra. Oh, you get tremendous, that's how you're raising a cell, that's how you're raising a cell. Simple as that. The practice doesn't have to be complicated. Just simple as like reciting mantra, Dharma mantra. You are doing it. Each mantra means something. To each, you are saying this, with this loving kind of compassion. Who is experiencing loving kind of compassion? You experiencing. What's the result? Your mind is calm, peaceful. You feel like you are doing something much, much bigger than yourself. You have reason to feel good because you are doing good things. You don't feel good doing nothing. That's kind of strange thing if you just feel good about doing nothing. Like people always do something, either they do mushroom or LSD or they do something that in order to feel good. You can't just feel good. So those feeling good is not that, doesn't last very long, but like, because you are doing something, you felt like, oh, at the end of the day, you feel good because when you look back, so you say, okay, this morning, I really did just one round of mantra by contemplations, and assimilations. I felt like I do something, So then you are like, then you see, oh, that's exactly what they mean, precious human life. So because of this life, I learn. Because of this life, I have this marvelous brain, I can think. Because of this brain, I can assimilate. Oh, so now, Shanti Deva, Lama Tsongkhapa, why they say this is like sailboat, it makes perfect sense. You could move forward slowly, step by step. Every day, you learn how to rise and shine. Rise and shine. That's not Lama Tsongkhapa said. That's American saying here. Rise and shine. How you shine? Oh, you don't shine out of negative mindset. Nobody can shine. How you can shine out of negative mindset? Did you ever see somebody shine out of negative mindset? When somebody gets angry, did you call them shining? They're not shining. Rise and shine. That's oh, you could practice that. Rise and shine. That's the same like waking up with a precious human life. Idea of the precious human, same thing. Rise and shine. Oh. See, not much worry about the past. It's past, it's gone. You can change. So whatever happened, it's happened. If something happened, very bad things, as a Buddhist, what do? You purify them. You don't like go back to that garbage again to dig out all. Why are you digging this garbage again? Better to clean, so there's nothing to dig. Saying, of course, as I said, nobody's perfect. Everybody make mistake here and there. As a Buddhist, what do? Not as a necessarily as a Buddhist. I'm saying like, if you're a Buddhist practitioner, what do? As I said, we don't have to sink. We don't have to sink with our actions. We can flow. We can float with our actions. How? Don't make it like round. If you have a piece of aluminum, if you're sinking, what do? You make it flat. Same weight. When it's like this, it sinks. When it's make flat, it flow. What that means? That means purify. Purify. If you are not very happy about seeing a lot of dirty plate in your sink, well, there's something you can do. You don't have to just sit down and feel bad. You just stand up. With joyful effort. Stand up, think, oh, this plate is not just plate, it's like my anger, it's like my fear, it's my jealousy. Clean them. Then if you clean right away, there will be no dirty plate in the sink at all, because you clean right away. Or you can just put there 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 4 day. Even like washing machine, you have to move. You can't just sit there and the washing machine will stand up and take out all the dirty dishes and put it there. It's not, so far they didn't make that washing machines. So washing machine will stand up and pick up all the dirty dish, put it there. So far they didn't make that. So, Similar, can clean. Can clean, you can clean. Don't ever think you cannot clean, you can clean. You can clean, you can, purify, purify. So I think that's one of the cause. One of the cause, I'm not saying the only cause, but one of the cause of depression. People get depressed, people think like that. I'm one with my actions. Wrong view. Completely wrong view. Sorry, it's a wrong view. You can't be one with your actions. There'll be no hope. Angulimala, during the Buddha's lifetime, have a lot of very much enthusiastic about doing some spiritual practice, met the wrong guide, ended up killing 999 people. He has chance. How come you think you have no chance? How come you think you have no chance? He has chance. He managed to liberate. So that clearly shows you are not one with the actions. As far as action is concerned, you can clean. As far as plate is concerned, you can clean. So 35 Buddha practice is like washing machine. Reciting Mani mantra is washing machine. It washed all the dirty plates. Don't need to sit down thinking bad about that. Reciting Vajrasattva mantra is very, very powerful washing machines. It washes. Not just wash, it dries, it cleans, all the plates going to be shine. Your mind's going to be shine. Think about that. Each time now when you start to do Mani mantra or Tara mantra or Vajrasattva mantra, think about that. You are opening the washing machines, one of the more powerful washing machines. Put it there. After maybe 1 hour, no, doesn't matter 1 hour. So 5 minutes, whatever you do, you come out very clean. See? Need to feel like meaningful. In order to feel meaningful, you need to do something meaningful. Something meaningful means doing something for all beings. That's a meaningful thing to do. You could do, you are fully capable to do. That's how you move this boat forward. You don't have to stuck into this wild ocean. You can move forward towards the calm oceans. Not just you lead many boats, many sailboats, you lead calmer part of the oceans. See, so not somebody needs to motivate us. That's all. Somebody needs to remind us, motivate us. It's not like we don't know. We do know. Somebody needs to remind us. Somebody needs to motivate us. And I'm trying to do that here. We need to just to remind you. That's all. Just to remind you. So like, otherwise, yeah, according to Arya Deva, there's two types of complications related to physical body, complications related to mind, influence our day-to-day life every single day, no break, every single day. So, because of that fact, it makes sense to be consistent what we do, even 5 minutes, to be consistent what we do. Make that priority in your life. Why? Because this is to move your boat forward. This is very important. It's a very important part of the list, in the daily list. This should be the first in the list, because this move your boat forward, not just you, your family, everybody. Move to the calmer oceans. So no, that I think a prayer beginning and the middle and beginning, middle, and end. That's already translated in English. So when you read, you'll find this word there. And make that sticker, put into refrigerator where you can see. Don't raise a cell of anger, jealousy, complaint. Then life is how you can hope happy life. There'll be no happy life. How in the world you can hope for happy life if you raise cell of anger, attachment, resentment, judgmental, then that will not. So please, all my friends, so I'm just simply reminding you and encouraging you. It's not like something I said, something that you don't, not saying something new, saying something that what Lama Tsongkhapa said. So then so I memorized that prayers when I was 8 years old, probably monastery, have no clue. I memorized all these texts, have no clue what it's saying, just memorize. But now have some clue after after 30 years, that you have some clue now, some sharing with you that some clue I found after 30 years. But so then like that, so you are most of the time you are happy, thinking about compassion, love. What other practice you need? You don't need any practice. You can say, people, what do you practice? I practice loving kindness, compassion. That's what I practice. And that's what I'm hoping that everybody will practice, loving kindness, compassion. So, so that's like, It's all boils down on that. All boils down on that. So when it's get into the view part of the teachings, then that a little bit get a little complicated. The conduct part of the teaching, method part of the teaching is all about compassion. Without compassion, you are not going to be success in the Mahayana path. You are not going to be success in the Vajrayana path without compassion. Compassion is needed now. It's not going to, you are going to need that when you just say you are like tree. You're just like tree, small tree. You just brought it from the whole mound. You just plant it there. So what you need to put water. You need to put, you need to take care of the trees in order to produce the fruit. Your idea may be that you are to enjoy the apple or pear or whatever the fruit. So what you need to do, you need to take care of the tree. You need to water that. Oh, so there's compassion. When the trees grow a little bit up, close to produce fruit, you still need to water. When the tree produce fruit, you still need to take care like that. What Chandrakuti said, compassion is important at the beginning, in the middle, and the end. In the end, when you get enlightened, you still need Mahakaruna, compassion. Why? You need to. Your mission is to help liberate others. Oh. You can just, please look up that prayers, a prayer of beginning, middle, and end, composed by Lama Tsongkhapa. You can use that stanza for your meditations. Just say, maybe when you wake up in the morning, you just say that stanza, not just you move towards the common part of the oceans, or maybe cross that oceans. Not just you, you're leading many beings. Oh, so then after that, if you say the money mantra, you have more mindfulness, okay? And the mindfulness is very important part. Shantideva said, Deja Tane Katuk Kuns, Deja recitations, Katuk meditation, prostrate, all of that. During that long period of time, same thing. Oh, of course you can get some benefit, but do I have milk in my refrigerator? Do I have a tomato? Do I have my person who's doing my backyard? Are they coming? What time they are coming? So did I really call them, or should I call them again? You probably get some benefit residing there, but your mind is busy with think like that. No, then you become, Shantideva said, be mindful in order to make it more productive. Be mindful, 5 minutes, just 5 minutes. Doesn't have to be long. 5 minutes. Make sure that you are there 100%. You get immense benefit. You become productive. Okay, immense benefit. Otherwise, so not just you, including myself, residing someday all of a sudden I cleaned this wondering how many days it will last like this clean. So did I make a note when I clean? So like that. So that happens. This happens all the time. So then looking to around to what to fix. Look around fix something. And meanwhile, one round of money man has gone, but do you feel anything? What you felt is just looking around what to fix. Maybe it needs to be put new color here. Maybe I need to redo this one and then go around. So that be mindful. We need to be mindful. Okay. Yeah. So today, are we doing that when we say mantra? So do I water that plant? So how that plant looks like? So do I need to trim that? Maybe there's one leaf that looks like I need to trim. So then another one needs to cut. Maybe there's like need to be put water. That happen all the time. That happen all the time. Probably not the best way to do that. Like spiritual practice. So it's very simple things. Okay. So then you become good at. So one day you become mindful. The second day that helps. The third day that helps. And like whenever you do practice, then you become mindful. And meanwhile, if somebody is trying to interrupt you, don't get upset. The very purpose of doing your practice, you're doing something, of course, the best is what do you call it? Spiritual stress. Stress caused by spiritual practice. So. All my friends here, so we use that what Lama Tsongkhapa said in the prayer beginning, middle, and end. We make that when you get coupon from the pizza 2 for Tuesday, sometime there, so you can make that. Put it on the refrigerator where you can say, you can put it on your computer. It kind of reminds. We all need reminder. We all need to remind. Need some simple reminder. So then it's very good to know if you can wake up with that stanza, what it means. So then every morning, so then every day you are doing something meaningful, That then wherever you go, you are here, you are there. There's not like inside, there's not much change. Inside they are doing the same thing wherever you go. So then the result, you are going to be happier. You are going to be happier here, happier there. Happier here, happier there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So what time is now, Dhamasi?
You have about 18 minutes, Geshe-la.
So any discussions now? Probably any discussions? Need to move my head back and forth because I'm experiencing the suffering of sun here. Sunbath is not part of the Tibetan culture. We never used to sunbath. We bath shade bath, no sunbath. So any question or discussions? Matter how all the dogs are doing there in Patagonia, all the dogs.
They are enjoying a lot. Yesterday we start to refix the bridge.
Oh.
So now Luna today is walking with some bones, try to bring some bones from the other side. They're okay.
Very good. Oh yeah. Good morning, Arlene. Arlene Van, good morning. Yeah. So bridge is done. It's finished.
And not yet, Geshe-la. We removed the piece was broke. We replaced, we put the new, and today Marquito is coming. So maybe we fill with the steps, like to say the steps, the part where we walk.
Oh,
I think today we finish.
Very good, very good. Building a bridge, you don't use that bridge very often, but dog does. Dog use. I saw dogs, to like other side of the bridge is a dog shopping mall. There's like the Walmart of the dog. So they go there. There's the Walmart of the dog. So they go there to pick up the souvenirs. They go shopping there. So, so
Luna brought the fox. Luna brought the fox today.
Skeleton.
The fox skeleton, but she cannot cross it because she gets stuck. So she left the folks on the other side and crossed, walking on a trunk by herself. But the folks stayed on the other side.
Oh yeah. So that bridge, you know, so there like there's like big creek, quite big creek right next to the house. So the bridge is being used by Gaucho. You know Gaucho?
Yeah.
Yeah, Gaucho, the cowboy or Western. There's two guys. They use. I think building a bridge somehow create the cause for it like benefit the lifespan because there's something, you know. So the building a road, building a bridge. So that's why one of the great yogi Tongtong Gyabo, who like invented Tibetan opera dance, who invented the Tibetan opera dance. So he built like 64 iron bridge in Tibet. You know, so instead of building a temple, he built 64 iron bridge, you know, so he was a great yogi. So I don't think he built any monastery, I don't remember. But anyway, he invented Tibetan opera dance and he built the bridge, So they hardly cross the bridge. So I think they're mainly for the gaucho. So that's good thing. So very happy, Matra. So hopefully everything goes smoothly. Then what else? Any questions? Otherwise, like then we do dedication maybe in. No. So I think today that's enough. So today's talk is based on Lama Tsongkhapa prayer, beginning, middle, and end, dedicated for his mother. So in that prayer, so what I explained today's talk based on that one stanza. Please read that prayer. You can find the stanza. So then put it somewhere, and that's how I hope, very much hope, all my friends here, so long time friend, know each other long time. So then definitely will help us, to make our life more meaningful, definitely more meaningful, so more calm, then happy. Happiness in Buddhism is deep. It's not like excitement, that kind of happiness. Happiness, deeper level of happiness. So that's what it produces, deeper level of happiness. You are calm, harder to get angry, even though the negative situation arises, you just sit back and think. You don't respond right away. You just think precisely. You think, is it really worth it to say something? Maybe not. And you just let it go. The result, you protect your peace of mind. You protect peace of mind of others. So like we don't have to participate if somebody's criticizing somebody, two people talking in front of you, somebody's reading something, somebody criticize somebody, and somebody's reading somebody, criticize somebody. We have choice. We don't have to participate. Or you have choice. You could participate and not being mindful. The result then is going to be unfortunate one. So your peace of mind in this critical time, this difficult time, your peace of mind is very, very important to protect. Not just protect, and if possible, increase. So everything will, as a change, everything will change. Okay, so so it's very important, very important. So, and I'm praying for all of you, all the time. So now what I will do, so maybe I will say a few mantras. If there's no questions, I will say a few mantras, some of them for your health. You just listen, okay, just listen. And some of them are for your longevities.
Vishla, there was a question in YouTube about how to get rid of discursive thought.
What?
The question is how to get rid of discursive thought.
Drink mate. You know mate?
That's very caffeinated, isn't it?
Oh, sorry, just joke, but not good to joke. So, how to?
How to get rid of discursive thought.
Discursive, the thought that curse to other.
No, it's like conceptual thought.
Like non-talk.
Oh, so that's tough questions. So like namtok, how to get rid of namtok? That's tough questions, but good questions, tough questions, need tough answer. True truth, conventional truth, ultimate truth. Namtok is part of conventional truth. Honestly speaking, you can only get rid of namtok. That's truth. Getting rid of namtok, you need to go beyond appearances. You need to see the reality. So according to Buddhist philosophy, that's the only way to get rid of namtok. Namtok, seeing the reality, going beyond appearances, seeing reality and looking, whatever, like I say, six senses. Object that appears to the six senses. Oh, see? Need to analyze all this object of the six senses, need to analyze them thoroughly. That's the one way to get to the reality. It appears, object appears in front of the six senses. We, generally speaking, without analyzing them, we correspond right away, react right away. Therefore, getting rid of namtok is difficult. If you take your time, analyze them thoroughly, maybe that is the way to go beyond appearance. Appearance refers to object. Maybe there's a way to go beyond object than reality, which is ultimate truth. Shunyata, emptiness. Knowledge about emptiness, contemplation, assimilations. Then that's how you get rid of namtok. Getting rid of namtok is not that easy. Stopping namtok temporarily, there's many methods. Stopping namtok temporarily, as I mentioned before, sit down, meditation positions, sit comfortably, zero concern, zero expectation. Zero concern means zero concern that related to the past, concern that related to the future, zero expectations. Nothing to analyze, nothing to judge. It's not this is not that. Nothing is just that is like introducing yourself, the conventional nature of mind, being aware of the awareness. Make sense? Being aware of the awareness without any concern related to the past, concern related to the future, no expectations, nothing to judge, nothing to analyze, just being aware of the awareness. Is absence. of everything. There's nothing. There's absence. It's like space. It's like clear space. Focus. Like that. Temporary way of stopping namtok. Temporary way of stopping namtok. Namtok basically refers to thought, different thoughts, rise, related to the past, related to the future. Any thought hardly rises related to the present, because we hardly be present. We are either in the past or in the future. You are hardly with the present. When you're trying to focus on the present, means being aware of awareness. What it looks like clear space. That's all it looks like. Nothing to analyze, nothing to judge, nothing to analyze, nothing to judge. Just be. Just be aware of your own awareness. That's the temporary method of stopping namdok. Ultimately, getting rid of namdok need to see ultimate truth, shunyata. Without shunyata, then namdok is not going to go anywhere. So that's the truth. So sorry to say, but that's the truth. So, any other questions? Tomasi, maybe now time is running out.
Geshe-la, this is Kim. I have a question.
Yeah, say it. Yeah.
Okay, right now in the United States, everything's very chaotic, and I'm having a hard time feeling generous and compassionate with people who are corrupting the way of life that I live. And it's really hard for me to get beyond that and say, well, they're just a human being like me. They're making mistakes. But anyway, I can be compassionate for them. I have to admit, it's quite hard right now.
Yeah, so it's happening everywhere in the world. It's happening everywhere in the world. So we are just focusing on this part of the world, but it's happening maybe much worse level in different part of the world. Like people can't speak, even can't express. Just forget about changing things. Even they cannot express.
Yeah.
Just expressing that, you go to jail for not just one day, many years. Think about those. So then, like, so if some people when they read the news, they absorb everything. Some people when they read news, they don't absorb anything. They just look and they just move on. Some people it's like that's different. Like then if like watching news, if that really bothers your mind, so maybe you need to minimize watching news, minimize watching news or reading news, or maybe like better to look something funny, something like some kind of better to look something funny, funny. So, but this disturbing mind is not going to change anything. It's not going to change anything. If it's like changing something, that's worthwhile to every day to become upset, but it's not going to change anything. So complicate. Yeah. Complicate. So like then if it is possible, then you think about the karma point of view. It's possible to think about karma point of view. So the bottom line question is, what good comes out? What good comes out? What good comes out? That's the bottom line. Because you, as an individual being, the most thing that you need is peace of mind, or protect your peace of mind. How I can do that? That's the most important, first and foremost.
Mhm.
You know, like there's a small scope. That's for moksha. It's for first you have to take care of yourself. You can't take care of somebody else if you can't take care of yourself. So that's why you know some first and foremost important thing, your peace of mind. You know, your peace of mind. So you know, so like it's hard time. It is hard, but you know, like if the reading news, watching news, if that bothers your mind, don't watch. Please don't watch. You know, it's not much benefit. So, but
Yes,
and
that's very helpful to remind myself every day that my
yeah, so you know, like
job is to protect my mind from things that disturb it.
yeah, so if the news is doing that, so stop. You know, so news doing that stuff. So, but you know, like we have ideas. Maybe like we are just we are assuming it's going to like it's going to like this. It's going to be like that. It happened throughout human history. People are just assuming this, assuming that. You know, sometimes it never happens. So like whatever happens, we have to move. Our daily life is not going to change. Our daily life is not going to change. You have to go to work. You have to wake up. You have to make your coffee. So you know, so like it's not like individual level. You know, it's like it's complicated. It's complicated. It's not like you know, like everything's happening depending on cause and conditions. Everything happening.
Yeah.
So and like here at least you can express, you know. So people, this is the time people should focus on something positive than negative.
Yeah.
If you focus on the negative, the water is getting into your boat. You are going to sink.
Yeah.
Yeah. So make sure the water around your boat doesn't get into your boat. So that's your job.
Yeah.
That's your responsibility. Nobody's going to do that for you. You know. So that's very important. Good questions, but you know, I think a lot of people are experiencing that everywhere, not just here, every part of the world.
Yeah.
Every part of the world, you know, every part of the world, different level. And some part of the world, you can even say, even just saying that you'll go to jail for years of years, just saying that you are inspired by, you know, so and so that you are like, yeah, it's all relative. So, okay, so.
Thank you, Geshe-la.
Yeah, so. So now.
So there was one more question. Do you want to take it now or save it?
Question or just waking up?
No, a question.
Yeah, go ahead now.
Okay. Within the context of different types of people, enemy, neutral, and friends, which is more genuine? Having compassion for someone who is an enemy or having compassion for a friend? Which one is more biased and why? I want to know which one will bring more benefit for our mind in the practice of compassion.
Any compassion, any practice of any compassion brings you benefit, whether it's based on stranger, enemy, friends. Like which one is easier? Of course, it's easier to develop compassion towards friend. So the mother are qualified to talk about compassion because mother experienced compassions, genuine, sincere compassions. Compassions, no matter which object. Of course, when you're trying to practice before, like immeasurable compassions, in order to practice immeasurable compassions, first you have to practice immeasurable equanimities. In order to practice immeasurable equanimities, you have to have object. In that case, objects like stranger, friend, enemy, make sure that your mind towards those three objects are equal. Otherwise, immeasurable compassion, generating immeasurable compassion is not going to happen. Oh. So, Let's begin with the close one. Of course, close one is easier, relatively easier. Sometimes it's harder too, because sometimes we lose our cool. Cool, how you say cool?
Mhm. Yes.
We lose our cool easily to close one because we are 100% sure that close person is not going to, that person from head to toe, that person knows you from head to toe. So for outside world, we're trying to present our best of the best. So we are more worried about our reputations. We do many things based on our reputations. They're close persons. So that's very unfortunate that you lose, so like your coolness quite easily. So that is like not contemplating on the kindness that you receive. So that's how the love has been developed. Love has been developed, recalling the kindness that you receive from that person. So then you develop love, So, but object-wise is easier for the close one and the loved one. So then slowly, so you can expand towards stranger and enemies. So, but equanimity practice, you have to visualize the object in order to practice equanimity. So then practical level is better to generate love towards close one by remembering the kindness that you receive. Don't just focus on this momentary act. Don't just focus on that because you've been there together a long time. You have to remember the kindness, the care, the love that you receive from that person. So then you can grow like love toward that person, okay? Is that the question?
That's all.
Is that the question?
Yes, I think that was the question, Geshe-la.
It's from YouTube or where?
No, it wasn't from me. It's from Adriana.
Okay. So anyway, so I think that's if that's the questions. 3 beings, you visualize them in order to practice immeasurable equanimity. The goal is to develop immeasurable compassion, love. In order to develop immeasurable love and compassion within your mind stream, first you need to practice begin with the equanimity, immeasurable equanimities. In order to meditate on immeasurable equanimity, you need to visualize these 3 objects in front of you. So make sure that when you look at them, make sure that your mind is equal towards them, okay, for the sake of knowledge. Oh, yeah. So now how much time left?
Now we're a few minutes over, Geshe-la.
A few minutes over?
Yep. Worthwhile. Well worthwhile.
Okay, so maybe so now anyway, so just take 2 minutes. Okay, I'm going to say some mantra just for your longevity and 1 mantra for your health. Okay. Jidende meto saba me tubi jama mala jodo wa gome donga juba ma bija sa saba mala chaso om namo bhagavate aparami da ayun jana sumbani chita do na za tatanga ta ara de samya sambuddha ya te adon bane bane ma abune aparami da bane jana sumbaro base de om sawasa mo kara bane de tamane bana samonga de sambava me jede ma na pare wale om namo bhagavate aparami da ayun jana sumbani chita do na za tatanga ta ara de samya sambuddha ya te adon bane bane ma abune aparami da bane Somonga de Sambava Bishop Mahana, Paravare, Somnam Bangavade, Aparamida, Ara de Samasa Buddha, they are the Bonebane Mahapune, Aparamida, Aparamida, Mahana, Paravare, so to meet you, Tomato on a team, and a 7 was 7 to the Chita, Javanga was something in the kitchen and the woman. The next one for your health. So then the teacher about the Mayanda was about the Celebrate, nobody, the Bola Chazo, the Chodo, the teacher about the Bola Chazo, the watching the teacher about the Mayanda was about the Cesar, General the teacher about the Mayanda was about the young Chazo, Rinpoche da dawa da bema do je ma keba de je da je jabu su de ada bo so be da je. De je ya bo da ma ya da ma. No, I forgot. De je ya bo da je ma ada bo so be da je. Namanda de ada bo da je Rinpoche da de je ma da ma ya da bo da da je de je jabu da so do do do. So de so de Om Namo Bhagavate Bhagavate Guru Bindu Yatambara Tadangata Arhate Samya Sambuddha Yato Bhagavate Bhagavate Maham Bhagavate Om Namo Bhagavate Bhagavate Guru Bindu Yatambara Tadangata Arhate Samya Sambuddha Yato Bhagavate Bhagavate Maham Bhagavate Raja Sammo Gade So Om Namo Bhagavate Guru Bindu Yatambara Tadangata Arhate Samya Sambuddha Yato Bhagavate Bhagavate Maham Bhagavate Bhagavate Raja Sammo Gade So Simchen Neba Chineba Newton de la Dada Duel in the Mole. Yeah, finish now and have a wonderful Sunday. Weather is nice, please enjoy. Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna just say one dedication. The Shanti Deva, just Shanti Deva dedication, only Shanti Deva dedication. So please, everybody join your mind, okay? Your heart, mind, and heart.
Can I show the Lama Tsongkhapa stanza really quickly?
Well, people can find out. It's okay.
Okay, all right, thank you. Sorry. I have to let's see, find it here. Let's see. Oh, okay, I've got it right here.
Or maybe if you cannot find, then please contact Hamula. Hamula will help you. Okay.
May all beings everywhere, by sufferings of body and mind, obtain a notion of happiness and joy by virtue of our merits. May no living creature suffer from the evil or ever fall ill. May no one be afraid or belittled with a mind weighed down by depression. May the blind see forms and the deaf hear sounds. May those whose bodies are worn with toil be restored on finding repose. May the naked find clothing, the hungry find food. May the thirsty find water and delicious drinks. May the poor find wealth, those weak with sorrow find joy. May the forlorn constant happiness and prosperity. May there be timely rains and bountiful harvests. May all medicines be effective and wholesome cares bear fruit. May all who are sick and ill from their ailments, whatever diseases are in the world, may they never occur again. May the frightened cease to be afraid, and those bound be freed. May the paralyzed find power, and may people think of benefiting each other. For as long as space remains, for as long as sentient beings remain, until then may I too remain to dispel the miseries of the world. In the land encircled by snow mountains, you are the source of all happiness and good. All powerful Chenrezig Tenzin Gyatso, please remain until samsara ends. One who masters speech at a very young age, the one with great patience who received the name Avatada, the one with great precision who spread the teachings of Lama Tsongkhapa and Bliss and Void, ornament of the yellow hat tradition, please remain until samsara ends. You uphold the subduers away, who serve as the bountiful bearer of all, sustaining, preserving, and spreading Manjana's victorious doctrine, who masterfully accomplished magnificent prayers honoring the three jewels, savior of myself and others, your disciples, please live long. Om Tare Tu
Tare So Om Tare Tu Tare Tu
Re Soha. Om
Tare Tu Tare Tu Re So
Om Tare Tu Re Soha. Om Tare Tu Re Soha. Om Tare Tu Re Soha. Om Tare Tu Re Soha.
Okay, thank you very much, and please enjoy the cool weather.
Thank you, Geshe-la. Have a wonderful
Thank
day.
you.
Thank you. Bye, everybody.
Thank you, Geshe-la.
Bye.
Oh, yeah.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Bye.
Bye, Geshe-la. Bye, Dana. Thank you.
Bye, everyone.